I got into anime during November 2016. I remember watching the popular shows like Sword Art Online and Attack on Titan. Eventually I watched an anime called KyoAni. Due to its themes in growing up and moving on to the next stage of your life, it really resonated with me because I was in my final year of high school. I heavily related to Mio because of how cripplingly shy I was. Watching her break out of her shell and become more confident inspired me to be more outgoing. I try to do better with social events because of her. KyoAni in general is a show about friendship. The characters don't only grow as individuals but also grow together, and that's what makes them so special to me. Throughout the series there were amazing character interactions, musical performances. Overall, KyoAni is just a fantastic adaptation. Naoko Yamada managed to breathe life into those characters by making them feel so human. Obviously, Yukiko Horiguchi played a great role in that too with her simple character designs. And because they were so simple, the anime was able to have so many exaggerated faces which amplified the comedy in the series. KyoAni was my favourite show for a while. Last year I was in and out of hospital, but because of things like KyoAni, I was able to keep moving forward and never lose faith in myself. Eventually I got to other Yamada works, and the next Yamada film I watched was Koi no Katachi. The film is about the way we communicate with others and dealing with your struggles. Again, Yamada was able to portray the characters in such a human way, and it made me empathise for them more, thus creating a really strong connection. Shoya has to deal with his past in which he bullied Shoko. He got cast out by his classmates and that followed him all the way to high school. Shoko has to deal with the fact that she feels as if she was a burden on Shoya and blames herself for the way things turned out. Uno is a pretty standout character. She says at some point in the film that her and Shoya's lives could have been so much different. You see that Uno really cares about Shoya. She tried reuniting him with Shimada, and she constantly visited him when he was in a coma. She blames herself for what happened to Shoya because she never spoke up to try and help him. And because of how much she cares about Shoya, she feels this jealousy when it comes to Shoko, and that made Uno resent her. Shoko's suicide attempt was such a powerful scene. Her feelings weighed her down, and because of that intense blame she put on herself, she tries taking her own life. It's so poignant and the scene carries so much weight, and despite it not being intense, you definitely feel intense when you watch it. Overall, Yamada managed to depict such human characters that when you watch it, you feel a sense of sadness and empathy. But when you see Shoya open himself up to the world at the end of the film, you feel so happy to the point where you start crying. The next Yamada work I watched was the Tamako series. There's just something so endearing about this series. Tamako as a character makes me feel so happy when I watch her. Her energy and presence on screen always makes the series such a pleasure to watch. The market carries such a fun and exciting atmosphere, and that is due to the diverse cast of side characters. They all make the market feel so unique and vibrant. It took me some time, but I like the TV series more than the film, but the film is really great nonetheless. Mochizo is one of the most relatable characters to me. He acts like me and has a similar personality to me. It makes me love him so much. He means so much to me because he is me. The confession scene in the film is so good. The lighting is perfect and it carries so much weight due to it being really important thematically and really important symbolically. When Tamako runs away, you see a big blast of all sorts of colours, showing how fast her mind is racing. Just like KyoAni, Tamako love story is about growing up and moving on to the next stage of your life. All the characters want to do something. Midori has an idea, Shiori wants to go overseas, and Mochizo wants to go, he wants to go to Tokyo, where he'll be really far away from Tamako. There's a really good moment between Mochizo and Mamadai where Mamadai tells him that he shouldn't stay away forever, and that he should come home sometime. Home is where the heart is. Home is where your family is. You shouldn't stay away forever. You shouldn't become distant. I guess family is a theme of this series as well, considering Tamako lost her mother when she was really young. She used to hate Mochi, but got cheered up by Mochi when her mother died. She knows now that it wasn't actually Mochi, it was Mochizo. Their great bond started there, so why Mochizo? Why are you going to Tokyo? That's so far. That's really far away. Those are the words Tamako screams at him at the end. It's powerful because we know how strong a connection they have. What makes this scene is Tamako gives her answer to Mochizo the only way she knows how, by receiving that cup phone and speaking the words, "Mochizo, I love you." Finally, Listen the Bluebird was the final Yamada work I watched. It's a film about two girls who are inevitably gonna go in different paths in life. It's about a girl and her bluebird. It's about letting her soar through the open sky and being free. The film mirrors Misari Nozomi alongside the story Listen the Bluebird. Throughout the film, Misari believes Nozomi is the bluebird. She doesn't know how to play her solo greatly because she doesn't know how to feel. It's only until she gets asked, "Have you ever considered maybe that you're the bluebird?" she starts questioning it. If we move over to Nozomi, she starts to feel like she's holding Misari back because of how much more talented she is than her. She starts to realise this because Niyama sensei recommends that Misari go to music college, but she never asked her. She feels as if she needs to let her bluebird soar and reach the heights she'll never reach. Misari realises that she is the bluebird. She has to soar far above the rest because that's what she's capable of. That's why the performance scene is so cathartic. The scene carries so much weight because you see Misari soar, she's flying and she's free. Her oboe sounds amazing, she is amazing. She's so quiet but so loud at the same time. She manages to make a sound that brings me to tears when I watch it. I've watched other KyoAni productions like Hyouka, which taught me to not settle for a grey and boring life. I've watched Violet Evergarden, which taught me the importance of human connection. I've watched Clannad, which taught me the importance of family. I've watched hibike euphonium, which taught me to strive for my dreams and not live with regret. I've watched Love, Chuunibyou and Other Delusions, which taught me the importance in being yourself and not caring what others think. Kyoto Animation shows have taught me such amazing lessons which I'll never forget for the rest of my life. And it's through how grounded and down to earth the story and characters feel. That's why I was shocked to see that Kyoto Animation were the target of arson, which took 33 lives and 39 others were injured. My thoughts are with the victims and families affected. Kyoto Animation are known for actually paying their staff an actual living wage, quite clearly holding high morals. I don't know why such a nice and wonderful studio had to be subject to an attack so tragic. It's not fair that a studio that brings so many smiles across the world got brought down by something so heinous. But this isn't the end. This can't be the end. I believe in them and hope they can pull through. I've broken down a lot this past 24 hours. The news has devastated me. Their lessons and messages have had such a profound impact on me these past couple years, making me smile when I've felt down. So, thank you for the memories you gave me. Thank you for being there in a time of need. Thank you for everything. I love you. KyoAni.